Ranger Dog Training. We're gonna have a little couch talk with Mr. Finn. Mr. Finn is a 7-year-old lab that's looking for his forever home. He's gonna be rescued through Atlanta Lab Rescue. We'll have the link below in the page. Finn is nervous around other dogs, so his best home is gonna be with the only dog in the household. We can take him out on walks and everything, and he's fine. But his interaction, he's still nervous about it. So if someone's gonna adopt him, we need a very savvy dog owner or just a 1-dog household. He just likes to lay down and relax a lot of times. He loves the cold floor. We're gonna go through some basic trainings with Finn, teaching him this little place command today. And then we're also gonna go out later on and work with him on some structured walks. And we'll also probably work in having a structured walk with another dog around him and see how he does. So let's meet Finn. As you can see, Finn loves to just relax and feel the cold floor on him. He's a good looking dog and just needs a ride home. Right, Mr. Finn? Oh, there's our tail. Mr. Finn, sit. There you go. Now we're going to start working on a place command. A place command can be anything that is different than the floor. It can be his dog bed, a towel, something that shows something different than the floor. The best thing for a place command is for them to learn to be calm and relax. What we teach a place command is for the dog to learn to go to a place on command, be relaxed, and it can't be released until he has a release word. So I'll give you our generic version of the word is break, but you can use any type of word for the dog. If you have multiple dogs, you want to use different commands for each dog. So place command is basically, Finn, place, and he'll go to his place. In time, you'll be able to point to a target, and it could be anything that he wants, and he can go to place. So here we go. We're going to work on some place commands with him and see how he does. We have a raised bed that we use for his place command so he can really see the difference between the floor. It's great for the dog so they can have a little airflow underneath it. And we'll have links below and where we get them on Amazon. We like these here because they don't have the corners like some of the other ones where dogs can chew on it. So let's go bring Mr. Finn. You're sleeping already? Come on, let's go to work. Let's go to work. Come on. All right. So when we approach the place command, basically we're going to be using Finn's name. Finn, come. His name is going to be his preparatory command. Finn, place, just like right face. So, Finn, place. So we're going to guide him to his place, and we'll stop there with him to learn it. And then we're going to start going, Finn, break. Good job. The slower we go, the better off we are, so don't have to rush it. There we go. Finn, place. You notice how I'm using my body to guide him into the place, so that way he can learn what the place command is, and they can learn. And we're gonna go Finn, break. And you want to do this multiple times. In the beginning, it's Finn, place, and we stop in the middle so he gets an idea we want him to stop there. Eventually, we're going to step past it, and he's going to learn it that way. Finn, break. So we're going to walk past it a little bit this time. Finn, place. And then I'm giving a little pressure for him to stay back. Good job. Finn, break. Good job. As we get better with it, we will drop the leash and walk past his place command. Well, take your time to build up to this. Finn, place. Yep. So he gets off, we're gonna back him up. Back, back, back. Back, back, back. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Good job. Wait. So even if we walk away, Finn's not supposed to come off the place. We're hoping he's gonna do it so I can show you some mistake. if Finn does come off his place, we don't have to run and rush to him. What we're gonna do is gradually grab him. We're gonna give him a verbal correction, no, and then we'll give him a physical correction with the leash is to bring him back. We're not gonna say place again. We only say it once. We just bring him back. The original one is place and break. We're not gonna go place, 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 place. No, he needs to get it on the first time, place. So even if he gets a distraction, he's not supposed to leave his place. So I'm trying to get him to lose, come off his place. So say he came off, okay, he came off his place. We go, Finn, nope, and we're gonna take our time, and we're gonna bring him back to his place. That's it. Good job, Finn. Finn, you're a catch. Finn. Yes. Finn. Catch. Yes. So they can see you. Ready? Yes. The whole time he's staying on his place, and he's not supposed to come off. So when he comes off, we're going to build up his distraction. So he got off his place. So what we're going to say is Finn. Nope. And the physical. Bring it back. And the best way I could find you can do this is, say that you're at home and you're watching TV. Every time a commercial comes on, I want you to bring them to place, put them in place, commercial comes off, take them off of place. Commercial comes on, put them into place, and then take them off of place. Because it takes a dog about 1,000 times. So now he has to get proof of not getting off a place. A lot of times you put them in a place and you sit down, they're gonna come to you. Nope. So I gave the verbal correction, and the physical correction was my body, moving them back. So a lot of times we sit down, it's natural for the dog to come to us. So Finn is gonna learn that he has to be there. And basically what it's doing is teaching the dog to be calm and relaxed. This is good for people who have multiple dog households. And you need them all to relax and put each one of them in their place. And each dog has a different release command. There's two things if you learn, is a structured walk and a place command. That's all you need to learn for your dog to be calm and relaxed. But you have to be consistent with it. If you do it once a week, it's not going to work because they're not learning it. Because I can get away with it now because we're not training. Finn, break. Good job. Good job. Let's go. Up. Finn. Let's go. Place. Sit. Wait. Nope. So we're going to slowly, I don't have to go crazy, try to grab the leash and bring it back. I go, nope, bring him back. Give him a little physical on the leash. Nope. And we sit down. So if a commercial on TV came on, we would have put him in place. And then when the commercial comes off, we release him. But in the beginning, you're going to wait to give it 30 seconds in the beginning, and then go to 60 seconds, and then to 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes, and work your way up. Finn, break. Good job. And you also want to change the places. So each time, so he doesn't say it's the same thing. So in your house, you want to have place in every part of the house. We'll talk about that right now. Finn, place. So let's talk about the place command a little bit more. Basically, it's going to teach a dog how to be calm and relaxed. So Finn got off his place, and all we're slowly going to do is stand up, say nope, and bring him back. Put him back in his place. Stay. Now you could say stay if you like. Some people do, some people don't. But I also like to say is I tell him to stay in place, that should be his last command. That's where he should say. If I tell him to sit, he needs to sit. I didn't tell him to sit, so he's allowed to lay down if he likes. On the place command, they can have anything they want. They can have a treat, they can have a toy, whatever they want on there. They can turn around, they can stand up, but they can't come off until we give them the release command. So the whole focus for place is to be calm and relaxed. So if you have an anxious dog that's separation and got anxiety, think about it this way. If you give too much affection to the dog at the wrong time, it can hurt the dog. And what I'm meaning is, if your dog is jumping up and down, or your dog is frightful or scared or nervous, we were working with a dog just today that is petrified of traffic and cars and all that. And if he's walking with his sister, they react and sometimes they bite each other. So we're like that. So what we're trying to do is desensitize on the sound. But if you put him in a place and he's separated from you, a little bit of independence, that it's gonna be all right, that I can go in the kitchen and you don't have to follow me everywhere. You just stay in your place and it's gonna be fine. It's also good for dogs that react to the doorbell or someone knocking on the door. So I like my dogs to bark, but once I tell them to go to place and I want them to be quiet, they go to the place and to be quiet. So in the beginning, you can practice this with, if you have someone in your house can help you, is put them in place, someone knocks on the door, and if they get up and get out of place, you put them back. You don't answer the door, and once they're calm and relaxed, you go answer the door. If they get up, you close the door, put them back into place. If you open the door a little bit more, put them back in place. No, this also helps the dog from darting out the door. Put it in place. You always can tie back the dog if you want. You can hook him to a piece of furniture that he has to stay in this place. That way you don't have to worry about him running out the door. But you could knock on the door, and as he gets better at it, you can reward him. Did a good job. That's when you can give him the treats at that time. But if he's getting a little hesitant and he's getting up, getting off the place, you want to wait and don't reward them now, because we want to reward him when he's calm and relaxed. So if the doorbell rang now and Finn stayed like that, he would get a reward. But if he stood up and like this and getting ready, I would say wait. And I want to wait till he calms down and lays down, and then I would reward him for it. Because we don't reward the action that we don't want. We want to reward the action what we do want. So say Finn is a jumping dog. He likes to jump on people, give hugs and all that kind of stuff. This is one of the main reasons dogs get turned into the shelters, is a dog jumped on somebody and they said he was trying to attack me, but all he do was trying to greet. So a lot of times people come home, they see their dog for the first time. Hey, how you all doing? And then they rub them and everything. Nope, back. Right. We take our time. Then we're not going to say the command again. We're just going to put them back in there. Good job. No. And this is what you're going to have to do with training. You're going to get a lot of exercise, getting up and down, up and down, up and down. We were talking about jumping, giving affection at the wrong time. Say the dogs, you come home, you're also happy to see your dog, and he's jumping on you and you're petting. Well, you're reinforcing that action for him to jump on you. You're giving him praise for jumping up and down. But if you get your dog to come to you, come in, ignore the dog, go to your spouse, say hello, how you doing, and then come to the dog. And when the dog sits down and is calm and relaxed like this is when we pet the dog. We only pet them when they're calm and relaxed. But if we pet them when they're excited and nervous, we're reinforcing that action. Brings up to like thunderstorms. Finn's not a fan of thunderstorms. Well, we use a crate, and we crate him in his crate, and we have, music going, and we have fans going, and we let him work his way through it. But if we go in there every time he's crying and whining and pet him, oh, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, we're reinforcing that. I'm gonna cry every time the thunderstorms. They're gonna work their way through it, and they'll be better. Still, they might be nervous, but they're gonna work their way through it. All right, Mr. Finn? Finn, break. So Finn did really good there, and Finn, sit. And that's why we'll reward him. And with the training, some people ask me, how long should we do the training? 15, 20 minutes is good for a dog, because you want to keep it fun. You want to keep playing games. There's going to be another video I'm going to link to with Poppy, and Poppy's another dog that we're working with, and he's nervous in traffic. But when we were doing this place command, we worked it into a fun game. We had him run from one place to the next place, from one place to the place. So we're getting the dog engaged. Now, I like to talk about free roaming, especially if you get a dog for the first time, and if you adopt a dog or you get a puppy, don't let them free roam. The biggest thing is to have them with you, or if you're not with them, you're not monitoring to them, have them in the crate, let them relax. Dogs sleep 14 hours a day, just like Finn's doing right now. So you can practice down, and the dog can stay with you down in a calm and relaxed place. So free roaming, when we're talking about free roaming, is not to let your dog run around the house and do whatever he wants. That's when the dog's getting in trouble. That chewed something, that peed in the corner when you're not looking. Pull something out what he's not supposed to. Get it to electrical cords and all that. Either they're going to be with you, or you put them in a crate. They're going to be in a place, or they're going to be in a crate. So you're going to keep it supervised. It's just like if you had a young kid who was 2 or 3 years old. You're not just going to put them in the room and walk out to the other room. You're going to have a playpen that you can kind of have structure for them. So using that free roaming, not to give them free roaming, because then they're going to start working out the thing about free roaming is how the dogs get amped up. They're going to run to the window. They heard a squirrel. They heard the UPS person, the FedEx, the pizza delivery. They're running back and forth. This is why place is really in, so it gets them calm and relaxed and showing that you have guidance. Dogs always look for someone to guide them. It could be if you have a group of dogs together, I hate using the word pack, but group of dogs together, there's usually one dog that leads everybody, tells them where to move, when to eat, when to sleep. If you get out of those sequences, the dog's gonna either get a correction, they might get a growl, or get back. No, I didn't tell you to move, get back. So that's what they're used to. But you think about it is if you have kids and they're growing up, and say you had a teenager, you know what, you can do whatever you want, just go do it. And all of a sudden you have the police knocking on their door and they got in some kind of trouble, knocked over somebody's mailbox because they didn't have no structure. But normally we have structure. You got to be home by a certain time, call me where you're at, do your homework first before you play your video games. So we give them structure. It's just the same as a dog. They just need structure and guidance. And that's the biggest thing the dog needs is guidance. And that's one of the things you will learn, and we're going to have a link to that for his structured walk, is how to walk with a dog, structured walk, where the dog's going to walk with you. He's not going to sniff, he's not going to smell, and he's not going to mark. So give structure, rules, and boundaries for your dog. It's going to make your life so much easier. And we're going to have another video talking about what to do when you first get your dog home from adopting them, rescue, whatever way you get your dogs from, and what you need to do the first week while you have the dog, what tools you're going to need. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can see that video when it comes out. And if you like the information in this video, please hit the thumbs up, helps us out. Hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so we can have some more videos. Also, I want you to do is go below, comment below in the videos of what you think of Mr. Finn, and also comment below on what's the next video you'd like to see from us. If you have any questions, just put it in there and we'll try getting those videos out to you as fast as we can. Don't forget, we're with Ranger Dog Training. You go rangerdogtraining.com. We're here in West Georgia, so you can look for us for training needs. We're a nonprofit, so we help veterans get service dogs at no cost, but you get your personal pet trained with us as a donation will help us keep our program going. So have a great day.